Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to another Child's Month series. Right? Can you believe that we have reached the end of the second week for our Child's Month series? Boy, time is flying. Right? Our theme for this year, again, boys and girls, is I soar. And I soar means I strive to overcome adversity with resilience. Right? And today we're looking at a very important topic, right? Not that the others were not important, but I don't think I've spoken about this topic with you guys. So it is one that I would really want you to tune into. And this topic is setting goals, right? But what are goals? Not talking about the goal where you score when you play football, right? I'm talking about a goal which is something you determine you want and you work hard in achieving that goal. And I mean, I know I said not like the goal of playing football, but it is actually, when you think about it, that's what it is, because you have to do several things in order to score a goal. So you're determined to score the goal. So it is very similar, right? So I'm going to give you 4 tips today, boys and girls, on setting goals, right? Because I know that all of us have goals, all of us have something that we want to achieve, right? Whether it is to get the A on a test, whether it is to pass for the school, my first choice school, whether it is that you see a toy that you like and you want to save towards it, right? And we are going to use the toy, right? There's a toy that you see, and the toy costs $500, right? So that is your goal. You want to purchase that toy by, let's see, we're in May. You want to purchase that toy by the first week of June, right? So that's your goal. You want to purchase a toy that costs $500 at the first week of June. So the first thing, first tip is to choose your goal, which you have already chosen, which is the toy. You want that toy. So that's your goal. You set your goal. So your goal is to purchase the toy. The second tip is to discuss the purpose of your goal. Why do you want this toy? Why is it important to you? Right? And boys and girls, it's very important to know that you must write your goals down, write the steps down. That is how it is going to become achievable. When you write it down, it is more likely that you will work towards your goals. When you write it, you can write it and you can put it in a place where you can see it, right? So that helps to push you in achieving your goal. So you know why the purpose of your goal. Why do you want this toy, right? Maybe it is something that you have wanted last year and you couldn't afford it. You didn't have time to work on it, right? The third step is to break the goal into smaller steps. So you're not working, you don't have $500 just like that. So we have to be realistic. How are you going to get this toy that costs $500? You normally get an allowance of, say, $100 per day. So you cannot just take $100 cannot buy the toy. So it means that you're going to have to break it down. You have to save some money. You have to check how much time you have, right? So from now until the first week of June, how many days is that, right? If you're going to decide to save it daily. So you could say you're going to save $50 per day. How many $50 do you need in order to reach to $500, right? You're going to need 10 $50. So that's 10 days. So that's $50 per day, right? So that's how you break it up. So now you need to save $50 per day in order to $50 per day for 10 days in order to buy your your toy the first week of June, right? So the next thing now, so now you have a plan. set in place and you decide that you're going to do this. But the fourth thing that I want you to do is think about any potential obstacle, anything that can go wrong. Things that can go wrong, you can lose the money, right? Or mommy can and daddy can decide that they don't have any money to give you today. What are you going to do when that happens? You have to think about those obstacles and what you can do in order to address them, in order to move on because you still have your goal, right? So one obstacle shouldn't necessarily stop you from your goal. It might push things back a bit. So what that means now probably means that you cannot you cannot buy the toy the first week of June. You might have to push it back to the second week. Or you might have to double up on a day, decide that you're going to save $100 instead of $50. So those are things that you think about, right? So ensure that your goals make sense, ensure that they are realistic, right? So it doesn't make any sense you see a toy for $500 and say you want the toy tomorrow when you don't know where the $500 is going to come from, right? And it can be anything. It can be a test that you're supposed to do and you say you want an A. How are you going to get the A on the test? You have to study. You have to spend time to learn the topics and all of that. If you don't do that, then it is highly unlikely you're going to get an A, right? So set goals, set realistic goals, boys and girls. And you don't have to be an adult to set goals. You set goals as early as possible, right? Small goals. So remember the steps, boys and girls. You choose your goal, first thing. Second, you discuss the purpose of the goal. Why do you need this? Three, you break it down into smaller parts, right? Don't jump and do everything all at once. Break it down into smaller pieces so it is more manageable. And the fourth thing is to think about the things that can go wrong and how you're going to address them. And also very important, boys and girls, please to write your goals down because when you just think about it, you easily forget about it, right? So ensure that you write your goals down. And sometimes you can put it in a place where you can see it all the time. Okay, boys and girls, so I want you to start to write your goals down, work on them, and you will achieve them, right? Once you have them written down, once you work at it, you will achieve it. Okay, boys and girls, enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you in our next Shalom series. Okay, bye.